Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and enjoying your summer vacations. Yes, dear students, as summer vacations have started, you must be enjoying things at home. I hope you are enjoying your favorite fruits. Some of you must have gone to your relative homes like Nani house, Mamu house, and few of you must be staying back at home and doing different indoor activities. As we all know, we have been facing this pandemic due to COVID-19 and we are restricted to stay at home. Now, I am going to make your homestay a little more interesting. You must be thinking how? I know that all of you have played one or another video games or computer games. But do you know how to make one? Sounds interesting, isn't it? So, think of the game which are your favorite. So, have you ever wondered how those games are made? So, what do you think? Isn't it a cool idea to make the game you have enjoyed playing it? There is a very interesting game which I think you must have played once or more, and that is the Rock Blaster. Yes, while playing that game, you wouldn't have thought that one day you yourself will be making such game. So what are we all waiting for? Let's get started with the creation of the game. So you must be thinking, what do we need to make our game? So let's see, what do we need? Obviously, as we all are making the video game, we need a computer, a laptop or a tablet. And now you must be wondering which software we need, isn't it? So we will be using Scratch. Yes, our very own Scratch for creating our game. Dear students, before beginning with the programming of our game, let's learn about some facts of Scratch. So here we have Scratch is a programming language. You know what? It is specially developed for children to create animations, stories, games, and other interesting applications. Sprites are characters in Scratch. They perform actions on the stage according to the commands that you give. And the default sprite is a cat sprite. But you can change it according to your requirement. Now, let us have an introduction to the Scratch window. So here you can see this is the menu bar where you can find the menus, that is File, Edit, Tips, About. Then this is called the green flag. By clicking on this green flag, you can start your animation or your game. This is the stop button to stop the animation. Here we have the full screen button. This white area is known as the stage. And here you can see the sprite. And what is the default sprite? Cat. So this cat is the default sprite. Here we have on the top are cursor tools. In this block you have the duplicate tool, which you can use to make a duplicate of your sprite. Then we have the delete tool, which you can use to delete a sprite from the stage. Then you have the grow button. This button is used to make the size of the sprite bigger. Then you have shrink button. By using this button, you can reduce the size of the sprite. Then we have the block help. Means if you need help about any of the block, you just need to click on it and then click on the block for which you want help. Here we have 3 tabs, that is the costume, scripts and sounds. Under the script tab, you can find various block menus, that is motion, looks, sound, pen, data, events, control, sensing, operators and more blocks. So all these are called the block menus. This area is known as the script area, and here are all the blocks available. Whatever the block menu you will select. This is basically known as blocks palette. Now let's come down over here. You can find the new sprite buttons on this corner. Here you will get 4 options. Number 1, to choose a sprite from an existing library of the Scratch. Number 2, a paintbrush is available to draw your own sprite. Number 3, if you want to upload an image from your computer and want to make that image as a sprite, you can click on this button. Then we have the last option, that is the camera. You can click on this and then click the photo and you can use that photo as a sprite. This area is called the sprite list. Means if you are having 2 or more sprites on the stage, then all the sprites will be visible in the sprite list. At the bottom, you can see the backdrop icons. Again, you have here 4 different options. That number 1 is to choose a backdrop from the backdrop library. Number 2, the paintbrush. You can use it to draw your own backdrop. And here backdrop means background, that is the background of your stage. Then we have third icon, that is if you want to upload a photo from your computer and want to use it as backdrop, then you can simply click on this third icon. Then we have our last icon, that is camera. You will click on this if you want to click a live image and then you can use it as a background. Now I hope you all are familiar with all the components or parts of the Scratch window. Now you all need to keep in mind whatever the terms we will be using during the coding. So my dear children, let's begin with the creation of our game. And don't worry about the links, means from where you will download Scratch. Everything you can find out in the description below. So let's begin our journey with a big hooray sound. Hip hip, hooray! Now dear students, you can see this is how the scratch window looks like. Dear students, our first step to begin with our game is to delete this cat sprite. So right click on it and delete it. Now let us change the backdrop. By clicking on this, choose backdrop from library icon. You can click on the space themes and select any of the theme you want. I am right now going to select stars and click on the OK button. So we have changed our theme. Next step is to add our spaceship. So click on this, choose sprite from library icon and click on this transportation category and select this spaceship. Click on the OK button. So you can see we have added our spaceship. But we need to change its direction towards right hand side. So just click on this arrow and change the direction to 180 degrees. Here we go. So after you are done, click on this arrow again and then let's add another sprite, that is the button 2. This will act as our laser. Click on the OK button and we need to rename it. How we are going to do it? Click on this arrow, change the name to laser, and that's it. Now let's add the rocks also. Here we go in the sprite library and you can search for the rocks. Or you can simply click on the things to make your search easier. Here we go, rocks, and click on the OK button. After adding the rocks, we have to add last sprite, and now we are going to use the paint new sprite icon. Here we are going to write down game over. So if you want to change the font style, you can click on this small arrow and select any font according to your choice. Right now I have selected Scratch. After adding the text, you need to make its size bigger. So here we are going to make it bigger and put it at the center of the screen. So we have added all the sprites on our workspace. Okay dear students, let us move to our next step after adding our sprites and changing the backdrop. Now we need to begin with our scripts. So first of all, we will add the script for our spaceship. So you need to select your spaceship and then click on the scripts tab. Here we are first going to drag this block when green flag clicked, and before we begin we need to make two variables. One, score, click on OK, and another, speed, click on OK. So as soon as you will create the variables, you will be able to see these two on the screen. But here we do not want to show the speed variable. So you need to untick here. Now let's drag this block over here and change the score to 0, so that when we are going to begin with our game, the score should be 0. Then we need to come over here on the looks block menu and drag this set size to block to 50%. Then motion block menu, drag this, go to X will be minus 175 and Y will be 30. Now come over here on the control block menu, drag this repeat block and if block 2 times, 1 and 2. It should be below the previous one, not inside it. Be careful while doing it. So come over here on the sensing block menu and drag this touching block over here and change to rocks. Drag this touching block over here and put it with repeat until and change the value to rocks. Then we need to bring if key pressed. So we are going to use up arrow key for moving upwards, means for moving our spaceship upwards, and we will use down arrow key to move our spaceship downwards. So here you need to select up arrow key and come over here on the motion block menu and change value by 10. Similarly, we need to do with the down arrow key. So key pressed, change it to down arrow, motion block menu, drag this, change Y by minus 10. Alright, for now our code for the spaceship is ready, but we will need to make few changes later on. Now let us move to our coding of the rocks. Select the rocks in the sprite list and let's begin. Click on the events, drag this block, looks block menu, show and set the size to 50%. Now control block menu, drag this repeat block and change the value to 5. And we need to create a clone of it. So we are going to use create clone of myself and then looks block menu and hide it. So this block is ready. Now we need to move with our next block. So you can drag it and drop it over here for now. So let's begin with the second block. Click on the controls block menu, drag this when I start as a clone. Motion block menu, go to XY block. Here you need to change the value to 240 and click on the operators and pick random block over here. We are going to change it minus 150 to positive 150. Now we need to set the speed over here. So click on the data menu and bring this set speed block and again come over here on the operators block menu, pick up this random block and put it over here. Now we need to set it the value of this minus 2 to minus 6. So this is done. Now we need to click on the control block menu and drag this repeat until. Click on the sensing block menu and drag this touching block over here and change the value to spaceship. Come over here on the motion block menu, drag this, change X by block and here we need to put speed variable like this. Now we need to introduce our if over here and come over here on the operators block menu, drag this less than block and put it over here in the if condition. Motion block menu, come down and drag this x position variable here, and this side you need to set -220. Now we need to copy the same go to XY block over here. So what we are going to do, go to X, Y, here we need to change to 240, operators, pick random, put it over here, -150 to +150. So this is ready now. Let's click on the control block menu and drag this if block again. Click on the sensing block menu and drag this touching block here and change the value to laser. Now come over here on the data block menu, drag this change block and click on this small arrow and change it to score. Here it is up to you by what value you want to increase the score. So right now I am going to write down 10. So for each hit for the rock you will get 10 points. If you want 100, you can write down 100. Again we need to copy this block here, so I am going to duplicate it and put it over here. So we need to even play a sound. So click on the sounds block menu, click on this choose sound from library and select the zoop sound. If you want some other type of sound, you can select that too. Here we go with the zoop sound. So I'm going to click on this and click on the OK button. Come over here, click on the sounds block and drag this play sound block here. Now click on the events block menu and drag this broadcast and change the message to game over. Click on the OK button. So here this block is ready. Now we need to add another block for this rock sprite. What I will do, we need to drag this when I receive game over. We need to stop with everything. So click on the control and stop block other scripts in sprite. Means as soon as it will receive the message game over, it will stop all the other scripts associated with this sprite. So the code we have added for rock sprite looks like this. Dear students, till now we have added the scripts for our rock sprite and spaceship sprite. Now let us move on to our next step and add these scripts for our other sprites. Let's click on this laser sprite over here in this list and start with the code. So when green flag clicked, we need to set the size to 10%. And then we are going to put this hide block over here. So this is first block for laser. Now come over here on the control block menu, drag this when I start as a clone, motion block menu, drag this go to XY, here change the value of X to -160. Click on the sensing block menu and drag this block over here and change this to Y position of spaceship. So it will look like this. Click on the looks block menu, drag this show block, control block menu, drag this repeat until sensing block menu, drag this touching block over here and change this value to edge. Motion block menu. Now put this move block inside the repeat until and now click on the control block menu and drag this, delete this clone block over here. So our second block is also ready for this laser sprite. Now let's begin with the third script. When space key pressed, we need to create the clone of myself, and when I receive game over, we need to stop with all the other scripts like this. So for this laser sprite we have added 4 scripts. 1 is over here, 2 is this one, 3rd and 4th. So the scripts for laser are ready. My dear students, let's continue and add the script for our last sprite as well. Click on this sprite 1 and start writing the script. When green flag clicked, click on the looks block menu and drag this hide block. Now we need to put the block when I receive game over. We need to show it, and again we are going to add some sound. So click on the sounds tab, click on this choose sound from library and select the sound which you want. So I am going to select space ripple. So you need to look for it. So here we have space ripple. Select this, click on the OK button, come over here on the scripts tab and drag this play sound until done block under the sound block menu and click on the control button, drag this stop all. So we have added 2 blocks over here. Now let's add the last block also. So when I receive game over, we need to stop all scripts. So this block will be same for rest of the sprites. So let's begin. Now I am going to show you one by one all the blocks. So this is the block for sprite 1, that is the game over. Here you will have 3 different blocks: when green flag clicked, when I receive game over, and when I receive game over once again. Then click on this spaceship. Here also we need to add when I receive game over block. So drag and drop it down, control block menu, stop block and change the value to other scripts in sprite. So this is how the block for spaceship will look like. Then click on the rocks and this is the block for the rocks. It will look like this. And at last click on this laser and you will be able to see this is the block So we are ready. So let us save this game first. Click on the file, click on the save. So I am going to give the name Rock Blaster and I am saving it on the desktop. You can make sure where you are going to save this game and click on the save button. So here you can see Rock Blaster game here on the stage header. Now click on this full screen button, click on this green flag and see it will look like this. So you can see and play this game. So you need to control up and down movement of the spaceship with up and down arrow keys, and you are going to fire with the help of space bar key. And see the scores also on the top. It is increasing by 10. So isn't it looking interesting? Yes. So you can enjoy this game and tell everyone that you have made it by yourself. See how I am enjoying, isn't it? Looking great. Yes. And when you will touch any of the rock, it will say you game over and you have scored 230 scores. So click on this button again to come back over here on your screen. So that is how our game is ready. That is the Rock Blaster. Alright dear students, I hope you enjoyed making Rock Blaster game with me. So take care of yourself. Thank you so much and enjoy your summer vacations.